Hello everyone, welcome to the 14U Men's Division 1 Gold Medal Final at the 2025 Sask Volleyball Provincial Championship. We have the 14U Huskie Premier taking on the Meadow Lake Heat. The Huskie Premier team is seeded number 1 coming into this tournament, going 4-0 in pool play and defeating the PAVC Smashing Bananas in the semifinal just about half an hour ago here. They'll kick us off with the serve. And we've got an ace to start. AJ Merriweather will serve again. Good pass by Meadow Lake. And point scored by Meadow Lake, tying us up at 1-1. Number 9, Kale Solston to serve. Big swing from the left side by McIntyre Richardson, point Huskies. Good serve by Lucas Lambden. Free ball put over by Meadow Lake. Couldn't quite get there on that tight ball. Being called on the net by the officials. Point goes to Meadow Lake. A aggressive tip by Richardson, point Huskies. Number 8, Oswald to serve. And that's an ace. Point Huskies. They're now up 4-2 early in this gold medal game. Another ace by Oswald. Some very tough serving by the Huskies to start off this match. And 3 back-to-back aces. Oswald will continue to serve. They passed over on 1. Richardson swings on 2, but that's kept alive by Meadow Lake. And the Huskies are being called on the net. Point will go to Meadow Lake. Number 2, Isaac Vidal to serve. And that will be an ace for Meadow Lake, keeping this game close early in the match. We have 4 serving 6. Tight pass by the Huskies. Couldn't quite keep it alive. It's another point for Meadow Lake. Tough serving on both sides of the court to start us off here. The Huskies find their middle, but that ball goes long. Point Meadow Lake. Great pass by the Huskies, going back to the middle and chipping that off the block and down. Point Huskies. Scramble ball by Meadow Lake, keeping it alive. Out of system ball. Free ball over the net to Meadow Lake. Big swing out of the left side. Kept alive by the Huskies and back over. Got our longest rally of the match so far going on here. Another good swing. And the Huskies are being called on the net. Point goes to Meadow Lake after an extended rally. Some good defense on both sides of the court. We're tied up at 7-7. Okay, good dig by Meadow Lake. Aggressive set over the net by number 4, Lucas Bencharski. He'll score that point and then head back to the serve line. Huskies can't quite keep that ball in the court as it goes a little bit wide. Point Meadow Lake. Number 12 to serve for Meadow Lake. Free ball given back over the net. Great pass by Meadow Lake, going for the middle. And the Huskies are being called on the net once again. Meadow Lake is up 9-8. Good tip over the net, taking the setter out of the play. Forces Meadow Lake to return a free ball. Great middle run by the Huskies, running that 30 distance set to their middle. Jonathan Hune. He will head back to the serve line. Huskies earn a free ball over the net, electing for a back row ball, but that will go into the tape. Meadow Lake regains their lead. We have 10 serving 9. And that's an ace. Point Meadow Lake. Tough serve by Preston Johnston. Big swing, but dug by Meadow Lake. A overpass dunked back down by Oswald. Point Huskies. We have a service error. That point will go back to Meadow Lake, who's now up by 2. Good serve by Solston. Left side ball out to Richardson, who will score off the block. Point Huskies. Scramble play by the Huskies. That ball's put tight. And the Huskies are on the net. That will go to Meadow Lake. 13 serving 11. Number 18, Tyler Kaczynski to serve. Good pass by the Huskies, finding that middle once again. Big swing by Oswald to score for the Huskies. Lots of back and forth here in the first set. And that serve attempt finds the net. Point Meadow Lake. Good pass by the Huskies, sending that out to the left side. We'll find some open court with a tip. Point Huskies. Richardson back to serve. Aggressive serve. Passed very well by Meadow Lake. That ball doesn't quite find its way over. The Huskies will serve again. We're tied back up at 14-14. That serve is short. Point Meadow Lake. Exchanging service errors, points going back to the Huskies. We're tied up again at 15-15 with Ben Charsky to serve. Setter dump picked up by the Heat. Free ball return trickling over the net. Big swing out of the left side, and that's Lambden for the point. Huskies go up by 1. And that deep shot by Salston will find the back line. Meadow Lake ties it up once again with some back and forth volleyball going on midway through this set. We're tied up at 16-16. Okay, ball put over on 2. Free ball given back by Meadow Lake. Quick set to the middle. Number 3, Hune will score again. Ball dug by the Huskies. Will tee that up for his middle, who scores. And it looks like Meadow Lake was also on the net on that play. Huskies are now up by 2. Good swing by Meadow Lake, but dug by the Huskies. Another big left side swing. Dug again. Got a free ball going over to Meadow Lake. Good middle swing. Setter dump, and that will score. AJ Merriweather mixing it in and doing it himself. The Huskies go up by 3, and the Heat will use their first timeout of the match. After some back and forth earlier in the set and midway through, we have a 3-point lead for the Huskies, our largest lead of the match for them. They're starting to find their rhythm, passing well, and being able to utilize all of their offensive options. The Heat will look to break this service streak by the Huskies after this timeout, hoping to stop that momentum. Good serve again by the Huskies. That'll go over on 2. Bit of a scramble at the net, but the Huskies take that point. And they are now up 20-16. Good pass by the Heat. Dug by the Huskies, but just a little bit too far off the sport court, and the Huskies can't keep that ball. The Meadow Lake finally break the serving streak of the Huskies. 17-20. Johnston to serve. And that's an ace for Johnston, bringing his team within 2. Good pass by the Huskies, finding that middle again. Huskies having lots of success when they get that pass to the setter and being able to find those middles. Number 13, setter Merriweather goes back to serve. Free ball given over by the Heat. Huskies go back to that middle, but a little bit of a mix-up there, and that ball finds the tape. Meadow Lake gets that point. 19 serving 21. Cale Solston to serve. And 2 contacts called against the Heat. That point will go to the Huskies. Lucas Lambden to serve. Tight pass handled well by the setter, recycled off the block, but the Heat will be called on the net. Huskies are up 23-19 in this opening set of the gold medal match. Good pass by the Heat. Big swing out of the right side. Great block touch by the Heat to bring that back. Another big right side swing. Richardson finds the floor. Huskies have match point in this first set of our gold medal game. Lambden to serve again. Good dig by the Huskies to find the middle. Meadow Lake can't quite convert that. Huskies take the opening set, 25-19. And we're back here for the second set of the gold medal match, 14U Provincial Championships. Now 14U is a fair play event, so we have a lot of new faces in the lineup here. Meadow Lake with a roster of 12 puts in a completely new 6 athletes. Huskies make 4 changes. The Heat's Luke Treptow is going to start us off here. Good swing by the Huskies at the left side, and that'll score for the first point of the match by Nathan Frazier. Good serve by Jaron Enns. Meadow Lake can't quite convert on that one. Good pass by the Heat. Big swing from the left side. Dug by the Huskies, bringing it back at an incredible angle. Managing just to bring it into the court. And that'll score for them. Some excellent pursuit on that ball, and their efforts pay off. They go up 3-0. Huskies earn a free ball back. Good swing and tooling that off the block by Bennett Lockhart. Huskies go up 4. A flush back by the Huskies, but the Heat recover. Big swing by Kays Delaney. Will score the first point for his team in the second set. Sawyer Greenan will serve for the Heat. Great dig by the Heat to keep that ball alive. Huskies match that dig and send over a free ball. Well-placed tip, but the Huskies scramble, but just can't keep that ball quite in the court as they send that wide. Point to the Heat. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication as to who was taking that ball, so the Heat will score again. So we bring the score up to 3-4. Good pass by the Huskies. Blocked by the Heat, put right back over the net by the Huskies. And number 14, Parker Asso for the Heat, scores that ball off the block out of the middle. Great run out of the middle there for the Huskies. Jasper Cruz Fogel scoring on his first attempt of the match. 5 serving 4. Great pass by the Heat. Setting up that right side, and Kays Delaney will put that away. Point Heat. And that ball finds the net. Point will be right back to the Huskies. 6 serving 5. Frazier to serve. A ball tipped over by Delaney. Picked up by the Huskies, returning a free ball. Big swing out of the middle, dug again by the Huskies. Back row ball trickling over the net. And 2 Heat players collide. Officials calling them for double contact. Point Huskies. Ball put over on one by the Heat. Flushed back and dug. Some good defense on both sides. Setter dump. Merriweather again showing off some offense from the setting position. Frazier continues to serve for the Huskies. They have an 8-5 lead. And that will be called a double contact. The Huskies go up by 4. And a little bit of confusion. The Huskies thought the Heat called a timeout, but it doesn't look like that was the case, so we will hop back in. Frazier will continue to serve. Great pass by the Heat. Huskies earn themselves a free ball. Tipped over. Nice swing, but a great dig by the Huskies to keep that ball alive again. And that will trickle off the net, setting up a ball for the Huskies. We've got an extended rally here. Big back row swing by Enns. And the Heat can't quite contain it. Point Huskies. We're on their second 4-point run of the match. And now the Heat will call their first time out of the set. Both teams have now gone on extended runs in this match, but the Huskies have found a way to go on a 5-point run here. Quick timeout for the Heat as they gear up to enter the court right away. Hoping to break some of that Husky momentum here in the second set of the gold medal match. Number 2, Nathan Frazier will continue serving. Good pass by the Heat. Good swing from the right side, but a great dig by Enns to keep that ball alive. Huskies being called over the net. Point Heat with Kays Delaney back to serve. Great effort by the Huskies, but that is just going to go outside the antenna. That will be an ace for the Heat. Huskies stay in system. Good digs on both sides. Huskies finding their middle again. Treptow with the block. Huskies on a 3-point run coming out of that timeout. Delaney continues to serve. And Treptow off the block and down. Another point for the Heat. Huskies send that ball long. The Heat are on their own 5-point run. Good defense by the Huskies to keep that alive, setting it out to the left side. Good dig by the right side Delaney. Great defense on both sides, but Bryce Tower will put that away out of the middle. Point Heat. The Heat have just taken the lead after being down 10-5 before their timeout. They are now up 11-10. And a great forced middle ball by the Huskies as Merriweather finds his middle. Jonathan Hune to score. Huskies number 14 Bennett Lockhart to serve. A little bit of a scramble. Huskies send over a free ball. Good swing by the Heat, but dug by the Huskies, who send over another free ball, and they will be called on 2 contacts. Point Heat. Ends with a good pass, a big swing, but blocked by the Heat, who will be called on the net. Huskies have just tied it up again at 12-12. Overpass on one. Big swing by the Huskies will go wide. Bryce Tower to serve for the Meadow Lake Heat. Tipped over by the Huskies. Swing from the left side. Goes high, just misses the ceiling. Big swing by Treptow, but kept alive by the Huskies, who find their middle and scores with an aggressive tip. Point Huskies. Merriweather to serve. Free ball over to the Huskies. Great block by the Heat. Parker Assault to score that. Luke Treptow back to serve. Big swing by Delaney, just clears the net there. Some great swings in defense, but a little bit of a wild dig goes off the ceiling, so the Heat will go up 15-13. And the Huskies will use their first timeout. We started this set early with a couple long extended service runs by both teams, going on their own 4-point runs and then again on their own 5-point runs each. But now we've been exchanging points midway through this set, as the Heat try to push this game to a third set of the gold medal match. Treptow to continue serving here. Huskies try to find their middle, but they are called on a double contact, so that point will go to the Heat. Good pass by the Huskies. Go to the right side. Big swing by Enns will score, ending Meadow Lake's run and closing that gap. We are now 14-16. Jaron Enns to serve. And a deep corner shot by Bennett Lockhart will score. Huskies are now within one. And that swing by Delaney will trickle over the net and score. Point Heat. And Sawyer Greenan will go back to serve. The officials will communicate here to determine what happened on that last point. And the Huskies are called on the net, so that will go to the Heat. They are now up by 3, 18-15. Just taking a moment to double check that that score is correct. Greenan will continue serving. Good middle run dug by Treptow, but just out of bounds on the opposing side. Huskies earn the point. Cruz Fogel back to serve after scoring that last point for the Huskies. And a big block for the Huskies, earning some momentum on their side of the net, and they bring it back within 1 point. Huskies called on the net, point Heat, 19-17. Good serve for the Heat, keeping the Huskies out of system. And an attack error will give that point to the Huskies. 18 serving 19. Looks like we may have some issues with the Heat's rotation. Take a moment to sort that out. Very close here towards the end of the second set. 19-18 in the Heat's favor. Huskies trying to close this out in 2, and the Heat trying to extend this match. Like the Heat were rotated one too early, it seems. See how these athletes respond on both sides after an unexpected lengthy break there at the end of this second set. Frazier to serve. And coming in with an ace after that break. And he ties it up for his team 19-19. Big swing by Delaney. And that'll score for the Heat as they're the first team to reach 20. Huskies with a great pass to find their middle, but a big dig by Treptow. The Heat can't quite keep it alive after that, and the Huskies tie it back up. We are at 20-20. Lockhart serving for the Huskies. Good swing, dug well. Another good dig by the Heat, but just goes over the net. And middle, Jonathan Hune will put that away and take the lead, forcing the Heat to take their second time out of the match. Huskies taking a late 1-point lead after trailing for most of the midway point of this game. Trying to close this out in 2 sets, while the Heat will try to bounce back after this timeout and extend that and force a 3rd set in the gold medal game. Pass by the Heat, staying in system. But that ball will go just wide, and the Huskies have a 2-point lead. 22 serving 20. An attack error by the Heat. Huskies up 3. Lockhart continues to serve. Big block by the Huskies, but recovered well by the Heat, sending a free ball back over the net. Huge block by the Heat, bringing some momentum back to their side of the court. Delaney will go back to serve after that stuff block. Oh, big party ball attack by Enns, putting his team 1 point away from the 14U gold medal. Some scramble on both sides, but the Heat earn a free ball. And Treptow puts that away. Point Heat, 22 serving 24. Good pass for the Huskies. That ball goes wide. 23-24. Heat serving, but the Huskies will take their final timeout of the set, trying to break some late momentum that the Heat have gained. Pressure is still on the Heat to win this this set, as the Huskies are up 1-0. Number 15 to serve for the Heat. Good pass to find that middle. Great dig by the Heat as both teams scramble to keep that ball alive, but the Huskies take that final point. Big celebration as they have won the gold medal 2 sets straight in the 14U Provincial Championship after battling back, being down several points midway through that set. Congratulations to both teams on a successful weekend of volleyball here at the Provincial Championships. Thanks for watching.